Hello all, this video will be all about disbudding and dehorning in cattle. So the purpose of doing disbudding and dehorning in cattle is same, but dehorning varies from disbudding. So firstly, let us see why dehorning and disbudding should be done in cattle. So the first one is to avoid risk for handlers, which means when horns are present in the cattle, there may be the chance of attacking by cattle on handlers. So to avoid this, dehorning should be done. And next is to avoid risk during transport. And some cattle may be dominant and it will interfere in the activities of the other cattle which is present in the herd. And this may lead to injuries of udder and eyes of the other cattle by the dominant cattle. And hence, dehorning should be done. And there is also a major advantage when disbudding and dehorning is done, that is, the requirement of the feeder space will be reduced. So now let us see about disbudding and dehorning in detail. So firstly, disbudding. Disbudding is done by destroying the horn producing cells of the hornbud, and this horn producing cells are present in the part called as corium. So in this image, it is clear that how disbudding is done. So here, this part is removed in disbudding. And the major thing to be noted in disbudding is the part which is called as the frontal sinus is not disturbed. In disbudding, the growth of the horn is arrested at the early age of the calf itself. So disbudding should be done within 3 to 10 days after the birth of the calf. So this disbudding is done by any one of the following methods, which is chemical method, hot iron method, and electrical dehorner method. In chemical method, as the name implies, caustic potash or sodium or potassium pellets are used, where the pellets are rubbed against the hornbud and growth is arrested. And later in this method, tincture iodine is applied and bandage is done in order to make the part where the hornbud is removed to heal soon. In hot iron method, the horn producing cells are destroyed using red hot iron rod, where the red hot iron rod is placed around the hornbud and the hornbud is lifted off. And coming to electrical dehorner method, in this, rod which has copper at the end is used to lift the hornbud, and here the copper end which is heated with electricity up to the temperature of 1000 degrees Celsius. So now let us see about dehorning. So in dehorning, the horn is removed after the hornbud is well developed and the horn is grown well. So in this image, you can see how dehorning is done. And when dehorning is done, as the horn is well developed, the part which is called as the frontal sinus is also developed and it extends to the base of the horn. And therefore, in this process, frontal sinus is also disturbed. And this dehorning can be done by any one of the following methods, which is saw method and elastrator method. In saw method, saw is used to remove the horn, and in this method, anesthesia is given to the cattle. And in case of elastrator method, the horny portion or the hardy portion of the horn is chiseled, and then by using rubber band, the soft portion is removed, where the rubber band is applied with the help of the elastrator, and this particular rubber band, which will be highly tensile, is used, where it will contract and it will slowly cut off the soft portion of the horn. So this method is safer when compared to the saw method. So that's all about dehorning. So now when comparing the images, you can understand how is disbudding is done and how is dehorning is done. Hope you understand. And that's it for today. Thank you.